As a project manager, you are reviewing risk statements to ensure they are clear and well structured. Which of the following risk statement is not a good presentation of risks? So pretty straightforward question, but I need to keep in mind it's talking about not. So I have 4 options. I need to find out the one option which does not represent risk either at all or may not be presenting the risk in a better manner. So let's go one by one. Option A, in the event of a delay from the supplier, the project may experience schedule overrun. Nice risk because it is talking about uncertainty, event of a delay from a supplier. So if this happens, then it is talking about a possible consequences, maybe experiencing schedule overrun. It could have been better if we can have some quantification of the schedule overrun as well, and little bit understanding of the likelihood of the delay. That could have been more better, but usually these two information we put into separate columns. So I can consider A as a decent option, and let's see option B. Our server is crashing every week, resulting in disruption of our development activities on a regular basis. So this particular statement is a clear-cut issue statement. It is not a risk statement until unless I find some other problem or maybe a worse statement than this, then only I will ignore it. But this seems to be the answer because the option B is clearly representing issue because it is happening on an every week basis. And the impact is also very clear. There is no probability attached to it. So B is definitely an issue. Let's see option C. If the government decide to change the tax policy, the project scopes need to include the new tax regime. So in a simple word, you are saying that if there is some compliance requirement will get changed, it will have an impact on our scope. So there is a if government is not sure about it, so you are thinking about it in advance. So there is a probability attached to it and impact is very clear, which is happening on your scope. So it's definitely a good risk statement. Option D, the project's ROI will increase by 10% if we have a favorable rainy season as projected in the weather forecast this year. Now, sometimes you will feel this is not risk and you may start thinking about B and D. But reminding again, from a PMP exam perspective, there could be a positive risk, there could be a negative risk. The risk could be a threat, risk could be an opportunity. And option D is clearly a representation of opportunity type of risk. So what he's saying is the project will have a better ROI, better outcome. So you can say value delivery. If we have a favorable rainy season, that is likelihood to happen. And it is also projected by the weather forecast that this is a possibility of having a favorable rainy season and there is an opportunity of increasing ROI by 10%. So it's a good risk. From a PMI perspective, it's an opportunity kind of risk. So you can't rule it out. So option B still remains the badly defined risk because it is an issue. From exam content outline task perspective, this was clear-cut mapped to project risks. So assess and manage risk. You can also map to issue related task as well, but majorly it was focused on risk. And I would say from a topic perspective, this topic does expects you to have a very clear understanding of risk and issue. You can expect few questions related to understanding of risk and issues in your PMP exam as well.